I'm having a little trouble knowing what to say. Last night, something happened that I've never seen before. It's different than anything we've encountered so far, and it suggests something pretty central that might be going on with this Mandela effect. I'm I'm really trying to be the opposite of dramatic, but it's pretty tough for me to do that right now because although this might seem trivial, probably will seem trivial to a lot of people, it's a trivial thing that's different than, as far as I can tell, has ever happened anywhere. A trivial thing different than has happened anywhere. Different than any of the Mandela effects we've seen so far. I don't want to say I definitely, absolutely, positively know this is a Mandela effect, but it is weird. Really, really weird. And then it gets much weirder. So, okay, so it's probably best to cut now to video I shot last night shortly after I discovered the thing, or part of what I discovered. And then after the memory ran out on my card, I discovered something else, and then I didn't know what to do, so I thought it best to just save it for the morning and then go ahead and shoot more video in the morning. So that's what I've done. So the following video with terrible sound and a fast rattling thing, which is the image stabilizer. It's got terrible sound, but it's what I shot. That's what I had available at that moment. And so here you go. Okay, so here's Roget's International Thesaurus. It's from, I think it's 1946. And I've been using this a fair bit in the last month and even last week. And then today, I'm going through it, and looking up a word and trying to find it, trying to find the word that I'm looking for, and I didn't find it under the category I thought I might find it under, so then I went to look at it in another category, and so I did that, and everything seemed to be, what you might expect. And then suddenly, look at that. The next page, one page to the next, then the page is brand new. I mean, I could say, oh, well, I don't know that it's new. I mean, this was published, it was published a lot of years ago. The thing that I hadn't seen prior in going through this a lot, how could you miss it? Well, There we go. You know, how do you miss that? So these pages, I mean, look at that. These, there's a whole section here that's nearly white, feels brand new, and smell-wise, I won't smell it right now, but this smells like an old book. Okay, smells like an old book. This smell, I smelled it, and I'm like, whoa, it smells like it came off a press. I mean, what? I'm really trying to not say certain words right now, and because some people don't like certain words. I don't have issues with certain words, but some people prefer not to hear them, so there you go. But, I mean, this feels smoother. This feels a little rougher, you know, like it's had, you know, the touching with, you know, oil off skin and so forth. And this doesn't have any of that. It's nice and smooth, and the paper is more supple. I mean, it's really supple paper. This paper is stiffer. You can even hear it maybe. Okay, let's try this one. That might be a little tough to hear, but there's a marked difference between the paper. So, I mean, what happened? Let's conjecture about that in a minute. Maybe. Maybe it's better to leave the conjecturing to you. I mean, I don't get it. Oh, one other thing. Look at this. So, I don't know how well it can be seen in this video, but the edges here, maybe this will do it. Can you see the red? There's marked red. There are red stripes. Let's see. Let's pull this forward. There we go. So there's red. The edges are red. The edges are red on what looks like completely new paper. Notice the other side. It's not red. It's not red. Now, there is a little bit of redness. There's a little, it's not going to show up here in this video probably much. But you can see, you can see a little bit of redness. Now, this is common to Roget's thesauruses. Since I know them really well, I can tell you that. So here's a Webster's, recent Webster's, Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. And you can see on the edge there's this red speckling. That's kind of like a signature thing that they do there. Well, Roget's also did a signature kind of thing where they have kind of redness, sort of red paint that they apply to the edges, to all the edges before shipment, but after cutting. So they cut the paper and then they apply the red paint. Well, look at this red paint. It looks like, I'll come closer. I mean, I'm fumbling here, but this red paint looks like it was just, here we go. So this red paint looks like it was just applied. It looks like it was just applied. Okay. Maybe it shows up better here. I think it shows up better on this side. Okay, there we go. So, all right. So, looks like fresh red paint. The red is fresh. It's not like this very yellowed. You know, this red has yellowed. It's gone toward a dingy orange. Okay. So next, well, I thought to myself, okay, just for kicks, I'm going to look up what the last word or the last reference is on the yellowed pages and the first reference on the white page, and see what we get. So this one says writing tablet. It's under a category of marble, actually. I guess somehow marble there's some association there. So writing tablet, and it's 590.10. So I went to 590.10. And I don't want to lose my place. And 590.10. Here we go. Writing materials, stationery, paper, writing paper, letter paper, scroll, etc., other things. Paper. Well, I thought, well, that's interesting, since it's paper that was seemingly brand new inserted in this book. Seemingly brand new paper in this book. So I'm like, well, okay, that's weird. So then I went to marble up at the top, 440.4. So I went to 440. Okay. So that was, yeah, okay. So let's not lose the place here. Getting a little excited here. So 440. Well, there's two 440s. There's variegation, which includes things like polychrome, which is weird because polychrome means two colors. Well, now we have two colors of the paper. Then I looked here and I just about fell over. This is still 440. It's 440A. Discoloration. So, coming back here, we have the last entry on the discolored paper saying writing tablet, but look it up, and it's in the category that's all about paper. And then we look at what appears to be marble, but then we look it up, and it's a category about polychrome. There's trichrome. I haven't looked it up yet, but there's probably dichrome, which means two colors, which is what's going on here. And then even wackier, it says discoloration. That's 440A. So category 440 includes discoloration. So we have paper and discoloration. I mean, I'm just going to say it a few times. Paper, discoloration, paper, discoloration, paper, discoloration. I mean, WTFFFFF. So then I thought, okay, well, let's go to the section that's near the beginning. I'll try to mark this. So here's where it breaks off. Here's the other section. This section also has the red edging, like it's new paint. And the beginning of this section says instantaneity. In other words, something happening instantly, suddenly. It says see perpetuity, and so then here on the previous page it says perpetuity with all kinds of words about permanence, things that go on forever, and so forth. Okay, things that are unchanging. That idea as well. So this says instantaneity, and so we have instant and sudden, and what else do we have? We have abruptly, things like that, okay? So then I went to the end of it, and the end of it says destruction. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to have instant destruction. I mean, these are new white pages, which is the opposite of instant destruction. Okay, so, but it's like the back in the index where we have the references to paper and discoloration. It's as if that is a key. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying it's as if that's a key that says, okay, there's something going on here. Check it out further. And then we get instant. I mean, the word instant is throughout here. Instant destruction. The first word on this page is instantaneity. And then the last word on this page is, before the yellowing pages, is destroys. What? What? To build up cities, an age is needed, but an hour destroys. Okay. If you're not dismissing this out of hand, I think it's pretty darn Twilight Zone, this whole business. This paper, this video is unaltered, shot raw. There's nothing, there's no kind of fancy effect or anything going on. This, am I doing it right? Yeah, okay, so maybe if I tilt further, show better. I don't know. The other side seems to show a little better the difference. Yeah. Let's go back to this one. Let's go back. There we go. Yeah. So this shows better. So there we go. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, if I gave this paper to you that's in here, you'd say, and I ask you, how old is this paper? You might say, oh, well, is it brand new? That's it. I guess we can calm down and or not, and I'll try to do a follow-up video later today. These are getting uploaded late because internet has been out now for a while, so I haven't been able to upload or make any, respond to your comments. So thanks for the comments. If you haven't got responses, it's because, and you haven't gotten responses lately because internet has been out here. There was a tornado last week, a minor, hard to say minor tornado, but luckily it was about as slow a wind of a tornado as it gets, but it was a tornado, and they might be doing repairs to some of the lines in the area. At least that's what they say they're doing. But they keep saying it'll be up in an hour, but it's not up in an hour. Okay. I hope you have a good day. Please don't freak out about this. I'm not trying to say, hey, everybody freak out. I'm not saying that at all. I'm all about an internal stability, groundedness, balance, serenity, peace, also joy, love, tenderness, kindness, goodwill. But I also enjoy excitement. So, I find this exciting in a different way. Yes. Is this trivial? Yeah, it's trivial. Do you know of anything like this? I don't. Never heard of anything like this.